You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse. Otto's Powerhouse.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's podcast. This is Pato the Ghostwriter, aka Pato Morningstar, thanking you for being here. Cause well, I know that you have options. And each and every day there is more options. How do I know? Cause I listen to them. I go searching for podcasts, and not just the Joe Rogans, not the Mark Marons, not the top ones that celebrities make. I like to go deep, with looking for people like me, people that like to do this, people that bring you a different flavor to the table. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, shouldn't listen to Joe Rogan or you shouldn't listen to the other ones, but hey, there's all kinds of different flavors, different, wow. This is what I love about podcasting and you. Thank you for listening. If you're listening and you're thinking about it, get in the water. Jump in. It's fine. Yeah, sure. I'll complain about it and be like, every motherfucker and their dog has a podcast now. I'll be bitching about it, but no, not really. Actually, like I said, you do you, man, whatever. I've always liked radio. I was involved in some form of radio back in the days. I've mentioned this before. But now this is different. And like I said, it's going on. It's been, almost 2 years and a half. We're getting there. Since this adventure started, I finally listened to my friend K-Dog. And I took a bite and I was hooked. I love it. And I encourage everyone that wants to do their thing. If you want to be a podcaster, go ahead, jump in. There is places that will hook you up for free, including the platform I'm on, which, I use Spreaker. There's others out there. I guess, I don't know. There's a new one. I just found out a week ago, Himalaya. There's all kinds. Hold on. I got to drink this coffee. It's calling my name. Oh, wow. All right. As I was saying, today's episode, besides the fact that did I thank you for being here? Yes, I did. I think that's how the whole rant was, right? I just wanted to tell you that I had to erase what I had originally recorded because I stepped on a few landmines that I tried not to. Okay, usually there's 3 landmines that I tried not to, that I try to circumvent around, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Politics, religion, and football. Something like that, right? Well, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that after I listened to it, I was like, no, I don't want to put that out there. So I was just going through the interwebs and thinking and, trying to figure out what could we talk about today that is not necessarily, COVID-19 related, because I am so sure we're all sick of it. In fact, we're trying not to get sick of it, but we're sick of hearing it. But something came to mind, superheroes walk among us. And no, I'm not talking about Superman, Batman, Iron Man, or the traditional superheroes that we see in the comic books, right? But right now, we have people in the medical field who are working their motherfucking asses off to take care of our loved ones, to take care of everyone that's been, going to the hospital, especially in this time. It's crazy. I mean, much love to people in the medical field. I mean, credit where credit is due. And I'm going to say their job is hard. They're front line right there, sick people going there all the time, and they're right there doing the best they can to protect themselves so that they can do their job, take care of people feed their families, try not to bring that to their families. So big ups to people in the medical fields. But then I thought, is that the only heroes there is? And then I said, no, we got the first responders too, right? Paramedics. We got the cops, the firefighters. That's the other line, you know. I mean, of course, we've always, with all the violence that there's been, and you know, a lot of cops losing their lives in the line of duty. I mean, we've always given them props because I mean that's fucked up. I mean, that's a job where you leave your house and you don't know if you're coming back that night. I mean, more so than any other. I mean, we all, when we step out of the house, we have no clue if we're coming back. But I mean, all I'm saying is that police officers and firefighters, the risk is higher. They step out of their house, there's no telling if they are coming back. So, that being said, big ups to the other superheroes that walk among us, police officers, firefighters, and first responders, EMTs, you know, ambulance drivers. There's so many, right? And then there's other superheroes that have a tendency to be left out. Not such a glamorous job as cops, first responders, medical techs, doctors. People that get taken for granted. People that are considered essential. You know, because some of these offices, you know, banks, hospitals, places that are supermarkets. You know, all I'm saying is there's this other group of superheroes that do not get the props they deserve, and people have a tendency to, I don't know, sometimes even look down. And right now in these times, I mean, you have to remember that they are going through some shit too. We're all going through some shit, obviously, right? But the superheroes I want to talk about are people that you normally wouldn't put there. But let's talk about this. Your supermarket store clerks. Yes, that guy getting the carts, you know, bringing them over, sanitizing them. I saw this guy outside a Kroger store, you know, they're spraying the carts right before wiping them down so that people can take them, mopping the floors. And now some people complain that, well, you know, sometimes you walk into the store because as people, we walk in there and we act like animals. You know, I've always said a person is intelligent, but you get two or three together, they become people, and people is the stupid, ignorant animal that does irrational, stupid things. So we rush in there like people, you know. In other words, we go in there, we fuck up the store. These clerks don't always have the time to be wiping every fucking thing that we do, you know. Clean up on aisle 3 doesn't always get cleaned up. So next time that you're walking by aisle 3 and you see a big fucking mess, you know, take a little time to consider that these are tough times and they may not have had time to go clean up aisle 3 just yet before you start criticizing them. And let's give these heroes their props, because I mean, they're there working, stocking them shelves so that we can bring food to the table, so that we can go in there and purchase it. You know, it's crazy. I don't know if this has taught me that we take a lot of things for granted. Going to the motherfucking supermarket, being able to just grab the stuff you want, put it in your cart, go to the register and pay. I mean, we've experienced it, because I've experienced it, and I'm sure you have. I mean, try looking for toilet paper. Some motherfuckers still cannot find toilet paper, and I don't know why the fuck toilet paper is still scarce. Why are you motherfuckers still hoarding that? It's ridiculous, right? But toilet paper, of certain food items, you know, it's crazy how they just weren't in the shelves. They will go into the store, you know, telling the kids, you know, don't be wasteful, don't waste food. And it's not just because it costs money, it's because going to the store, there was no guarantees we were going to find any food to bring back home. And that is some scary shit. So big ups to all the people that work in the grocery stores. And that means everywhere. Any box place that sells food, retail, that, you know, things that we need, that we use. What else? Other heroes that get neglected are the janitorial crews in your offices. They're going there, wiping down, disinfecting your fucking, I don't know, corroded, crummy cubicle because you eat your lunch there. And I'm just being a dick right now. But what I'm saying is, those people go in there. You might be sick and you're not telling anybody because you don't want to be laid off or you don't want to be singled out. Because nowadays, I remember when we could cough and sneeze and people would go, "Bless you." "Oh, are you okay? Are you under the weather?" Now you cough or sneeze and motherfuckers look like they want to put you in front of a firing squad. They're like, instead of bless you, they're reaching for their Glocks, ready to take you out. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people that have been sick. I mean, I'm an essential worker. I know I'm working in places that will have had some positive cases. And we're taking every precaution not to bring that shit home with us. But I mean, you got these people out there that are superheroes as well, walking among us, that I want to give a big props to anybody that works in a cleaning crew. From every single one of them. The guy that's taking out your trash, vacuuming your floor, wiping your motherfucking dirty desk because you're a fucking pig. All those people, deserve big props right now. And last but not least, and for obvious reasons, there's another hero that is being completely left out because this hero is always left out. This hero is usually the guy that tells you to stay 6 feet apart when you walk into office buildings, out there patrolling the parking lots. It's monitoring that you're, enforcing the social distancing shit, in some offices where it's been implemented. I don't know, different places have them do different things, but they're in uniform. Sometimes they look like cops, but they're not cops, but they're out there protecting you. And a lot of the times you shit on them because you don't show them the respect that they need because, oh, you're just a rent-a-cop. Yes, I'm talking about security guards. Security guards out there that may have just saved your life, but by not letting you go into that building that you wanted to go in. By telling you it's closed, by inconveniencing you, by telling you that the restaurant or the hotel you wanted to go in, check out, is not open. Or by telling you that you need to stay 6 feet away from this other person. Or in some cases, like campus security in some places, they respond to dorms where there might be sick people. They are like the first responders, even before police gets called. So what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, you have all these heroes walking among us right now that I just want to give props. That's all I want to do right now. This show, I mean, we've been talking a lot about the negative aspects, what we can't do, whining and bitching. I can't go on my cruise. I can't go to Disneyland. I can't go here. I can't go there. But there's all these people that are still working and to protect us. They are the unsung heroes. So big ups to medical field doctors, nurses, CNAs. Big ups to first responders, EMTs, firefighters, police officers, and to the janitors and the security guards who probably you didn't even know or didn't even care to include in your list. That's all I'm saying, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And it's hard times. We've never experienced anything like this, but I want to give a big shout out and a big thanks to each and every single one of you that is out there doing their part. Now, let's not forget that times like these, some people are not working. Now, I'm going to step here a little bit in a landmine. It's kind of, it's not much of a religious thing, but it is, I guess. Most of us, like me, when I talk about God, some of you might be going like, what the fuck are you talking about, Pato? You claim you hate religion, organized religion. Yeah, I hate religion. I never said I was anti-God. I do believe in a God. Now, obviously I was raised Christian and I was raised to, this thing that a lot of you don't like to hear about because I'm going to tell you something. I'm gonna just put this out there. That whole 10% thing, if you don't attend a church, just let me put, tithing. A lot of people hate tithing because these preachers, they just want money. Motherfuckers wanting to buy jets and all these things. And it's true.